Welcome everybody, and this is a live com of Starcraft 2. And my name is TheMagiBum, and I'm going to be broadcasting this game. It's a PvZ. We've got the Protoss here first. He is called Silent, and he's going to be in the bottom. In the left-hand side, it's going to be the Terran player called DK, and you can construe that any way you want to. It could be Donkey Kong, it could be Drift King, yeah, pretty much anything you want. So we're seeing a wall in from the Terran player. He likes to stop any zealots from getting in or anything like that. And yeah, Silence is fairly well known for getting a lot of zealots out. He likes the zealots. Doesn't like gas units all that much. Although he does like void rays. So yeah, we should see a barracks come down now if he's doing the right thing, and at 150 minerals he should be putting his barracks down. There's a bit of lag coming on which I'm not sure about. It's a bit confusing. So well, we're seeing a forge now, so we could be seeing cannons. Could be seeing defensive cannons as well as aggressive cannons. This isn't a what's called a pro game. This is more of a friendly game between friends. So yeah, we're seeing a gas come now from the Terran player called DK, and Silence is just chrono boosting probes out like a normal person, like any normal Protoss would. Likes to get a lot of probes out. His gateway is now done. Let's see if he decides to build some zealots or maybe build some cannons. He's got his forge out now. Now, none of these people have scouted. This map is a 4-player map, so you can spawn in the bottom, you can spawn in the right over here, you can spawn in the top, or you can spawn in the left. So now we've got the orbital command coming up for the Terran player, and DK is finishing off his wall and building a marine to stop any pesky probes from getting in. And we see the probe coming in now. He's gonna try scouting out his base, the Terran player's base, and I like how he's queued up his what's called rally point to scout all the different areas. So he will eventually scout the opponent's base. Now we do have this. The DK is throwing down a second barracks, which probably leads me to believe he's gonna get a lot of units out before he decides to expand. And we're seeing a gas now come from the Protoss player, so he could be looking to secure some upgrades or maybe get some higher tech units. He's getting more and more zealots. He's trying to wall off with zealots, which is a good idea, because that way you don't have to destroy a building when you leave your base. So, yep, got the scout cruising along, looking for his enemy base. If this probe survives, it'll be a happy little camper. So, yeah, so we just see the Terran player queuing up, building more marines. Got a mule out now. Got an engineering bay. He's got enough gas to be able to get some upgrades, so that's probably why he got an engineering bay out. He's getting a tech lab on his second barracks, so he's probably going to look for stim or combat shield, depending on which one he likes best. We have a cyber core out now, so this gas will definitely come in handy if he decides to start mining from it. He's building more probes, which is always good. And yeah, I might as well put up the production tab just to show you guys what's going on. And we see stim coming down straight away, and more marines. And for some reason my computer seems to be lagging a lot. I don't get it. It's a bit strange. But okay, we're seeing the barracks being lifted off, and he's finishing off his wall off again. Ooh! And we see two aggressively placed pylons. This looks like he's gonna throw. Yeah, he's gonna throw some cannons down now and try and block off the thing. The problem is, I think this pylon is actually in range from the high ground, so if he gets like a marauder or maybe like a couple of marines, he can start shooting it without any threat to his army. And another thing is he can safely secure his second base with this. This is only to... I'm not really sure. I guess it's to stop the third base from coming up, but like yeah, he can still get his first base up. And no, we're seeing a second gas now and another command center. And still on 2 barracks. Hasn't thrown down a factory yet, so we should be seeing that soon, seeing as how he's got double gas. He's got a marauder out, so pesky stalkers will not be a problem. And we're seeing a lot of zealots now. This is the they're generally very good against Marauders, so if DK decides to go for more Marauders, which it looks like he is, then yeah, Silent should be in a pretty good spot with all these Zealots. He might want to throw down a Twilight Council too and get Charge Lot, that upgrade, that charge for his Zealots, and it looks like he might be trying to make an attack. And has he got Warp Gate? No, he hasn't researched it yet. And yeah, like I said before, that pylon was too close to the ledge, so it got attacked, and now this cannon is unpowered. Now, this force, he might lose a Marine or two. Oh, with these Zealots, he might be able to even save this cannon. Yeah, this is it's looking really bad for the Terran player here. These Zealots are really tough. They can mow down all these units if they're not microed properly. And this cannon's still alive, amazingly. And now there's 4 Zealots, but this is what the wall is for. So, as long as he sends some SCVs to start repairing, he should be alright. Although, now he's got Stim, so he can, and Slow, so he can slow down these Zealots, chase after him if he wants to. Now he's getting up a factory. He probably wants to get some siege tanks, or just take up to Starport so he can heal his infantry. So, now this is a good thing to do, which is, put pressure on with your Zealots while you expand. So now he's expanded. Now what he needs to also do is build more probes if he wants to expand, start mining these minerals. Whereas the Terran player, he doesn't really need to build any more CV, seeing as how he's got enough inside his base. At least it looks like it's enough. So he's got 2 barracks and a factory. He's yeah, just building up his forces. And we're seeing more cannons come down here. He's built that pylon in the same spot, but it can get shot at again, so I don't see why he'd do that. It makes sense to build it further back like this one. This one is actually a good placement, but that one there is just going to get hit, I think. And he's got more cannons here. This is the only place he can climb up from with like Colossus or with Reapers or stuff like that, so it makes sense to put cannons there. Maybe a cannon at the back in case he gets a dropship, but it seems a bit too early for him to have dropship yet, seeing as how he's only just got his factory. And now we're seeing an expansion from both these players now, and they're both only mining a little bit from this now. We can have a look at the income tab and see the Terran is way ahead, but that's simply because of these mules. Yeah. So if the Protoss player chrono boosts up more probes, he should be in a good spot. And it looks like he's getting +1 upgrade. That's generally a good move to always go for +1. I've seen more people go for +1 armor over the weapons against Terran, especially since the Marines attack very, very fast and they do very little damage. If you have an upgrade that reduces that damage by 1, it significantly reduces its overall damage. And we're seeing a 3rd base now from the Terran player. And he's being very safe with these expansions. He's always building them inside his base. He builds his first one there, and he's built his second one here. So he's being really, really safe with this, and he's got his army out here just to scout if there's another attack coming. He's still got his wall off, and he's now building turrets. And this is partly because he's got a lot of minerals. He had a lot of minerals banked up, but it's also because he's expecting either Dark Templar or some sort of Void Ray opening, which this Silent player is relatively good at doing. So now we're seeing 4 gateways and a Twilight Council. This is a standard follow-up after getting an expansion, getting more gateways. And it doesn't look like he's going to do a timing attack with his +1. He's probably going to wait for +1 armor or shield or something like that. And yeah, he's just getting more and more cannons because he has heaps of money. He might as well spend it on that. And yeah, so the Terran player is just scouting around, looking for enemy bases or anything like that. Silence is also fairly common for him to just build a nexus right next to the opponent. It's like the last place the opponent is going to look at, the next base they're going to take, I guess. And we're seeing a lot of workers being built now from both players. He's queuing up 4, so that's good. He's getting lots of workers. He's got his 3rd base up now. He's turned into an orbital command, and it looks like he's going to lift it off and plop it right there. Or he's gonna plop it right there. Okay. So yeah. Another thing is the gold base here. That's also a really good spot to take if you can actually take it. But it's right in the center of the map. It's really close to both players. So even this one here, it's still relatively close for both players. It's not easy to defend. So now his Twilight Council is done. He can get +2 if he wants. We can see the Terran player is still on 3 barracks. He's getting his armory out now because he's got 2 engineering bays. Oh no. He's got a probe trapped in there, SCV trapped in there. Oh well. He's got 2 starports out now, so he might be going for some heavy airplay after this. He's also getting siege tanks, so this is going to take up a lot of gas, but he's banked up a lot of gas right now, so that's alright. He's got 4 bases now, wow. That's actually really good. If he can mine off all these bases, he'll be in a good spot. He's already got enough money, I think he's just got to spend it and he'll have a bigger army than his opponent. But his opponent is still just warping in zealots and cannons, I guess. Likes his zealots. We got some scouts having a look to find out. I'm not sure if he has spotted any of the bases. No, he hasn't. So he's going to spot the base right now. Yep, there you go. So he's scouted with like a few marines and marauders in each place. Unfortunately, he's going to lose those, but he always kills off a cannon. At least that's something. But it's not really. Yeah, it's not too bad. So yeah, now he's spotted the opponent. He's going to try and attack him. Ooh, and we see another aggressive pylon. He can't warp in on the high ground until he has vision of the high ground, so he needs to build an air unit. The only problem is, if any air units go near here, they'll be attacked by the missile turret. So now we're seeing a reactor and a tech lab. This is so he can get a Raven and get his medevac production up. That's I guess it's good. It's like, if you can afford to get 2 starports, then it's better to get 2 starports. He hasn't added on more barracks, which leads me to believe he's probably going to go for more air tech than anything. Oh, and we see some Dark Templars. 4 Dark Templars, and they're instantly spotted by these what's called missile turrets. So he's going to block off the ramp, but the problem is these Dark Templars do a lot of damage, so it wouldn't take long to break through this wall. And the army, oh, I missed an engagement here. Oh, that's not very nice. But yeah, this cannon seems to be doing a lot of damage, and there's not really much left. There's a lot of probes here that they can kill, but yeah, these Dark Templar can pretty much go on forever and just kill off all these probes, all these SCVs, sorry, and the only consolation is that DK has built a whole bunch of missile turrets, so he can see all the Dark Templars at least. The only problem is they're so powerful that it's difficult to, you need to build up a larger force before you can actually do that. And you can see he's queuing up a whole bunch of units really fast to try and attack these Dark Templar. If he kills off the orbital command, then you won't be able to scan or drop mules anymore, which will be also very good. We have a Banshee out now, so it looks like he was going for heavy air tech. And he's queuing up more. Okay, now the command center's gone down. Wow. Okay, so yeah, this is like pretty action-packed at the moment. He's going after the next orbital command. This is going to be the second orbital command he's going to kill, which only leaves him with 2 more. So and now he's decided to go for the SCVs, which is a better option because even though he has 4 command centers, he can build SCVs really fast. He shouldn't have to. Like, they're both banking a lot of resources now, so they can technically build a large army if they want to. But yeah, like, I don't know. I guess they just have to use their gateways and stuff. Yep, they're using their gateways and stuff like that. He needs to probably build a few more gateways, maybe put some more guys in gas, build more probes maybe. That's all good things he can do. But he's got a sizable force here now. I'm not sure if the Marauders should be able to take out these things, but the Dark Templars are just wreaking terrible, terrible damage, I guess. Here comes a Siege Tank. Siege Tank might be able to do something against these Stalkers or something like that, but Dark Templar not so much. Oh, well, nice blink up into the high ground, and he's going to get close to the tank and kill it off, but there's a... Oh, the Banshee dies as well. So now now production facilities are getting attacked. He's got a Siege Tank here. Oh, and Silent's calling GG. He wants to know if DK is going to call it quits. But it doesn't look like it. He's fighting for it, I guess. He's got a Banshee and Siege Tank, so if he can attack with a Siege Tank and kill off his stuff. Will he lose a Siege Tank? Will he lose a Siege Tank? No, he doesn't lose a Siege Tank. But he's taken a lot of damage. He's lost a lot of SCVs. If we look at the tab, he's lost 30. The Silence has killed 34 SCVs, whereas he's only killed 16 workers. So yeah, it's looking pretty bad for DK at the moment. Now, if Silent keeps up the pressure, he might be able to win. But now that there's a siege tank here, it'll be very difficult for him to just blink up and win the game. There's also a lot of other units over here that can take out all these units. And he tries to blink up. He sadly doesn't have vision of the high ground, so he can't blink up. Before he had, I think, a Dark Templar here before, that's why he could blink up. So I guess he's just going to build more Stalkers and scout around the area, look for other stuff. And there's an SCV there. He's going to get a shock of his life when he sees 4 Stalkers walking by. And these Stalkers are getting caught out of position on the high ground. Oh. And he stims actually, so he loses a lot of health to try and do that. He's got a Raven out now, so any Dark Templars that come out now are going to be useless. He's not building any more SCVs. He's not actually. He's got maximum energy here, so he can actually start scanning or what's called throwing down more meals. But he doesn't need to really because he's got so much minerals. All he needs to do is throw down a bunch of barracks, which he has done here. He's thrown down a couple, but I think he probably needs a few more. Maybe like 6 or 8 barracks would be enough. But now he's going in for another attack while Silent is trying to gear up for attack as well. Oh, and he's going really close to the ledge. Will his cannons attack? Yep. And he's might lose a Marauder. Yes, he loses at least one Marauder, and there's more things coming in. Oh, and he decides to go for this as well. Losing a Marine as well. It's just being picked off slowly. And we've got a lot of Stalkers here. This might be enough to clean it up, but I'm not sure. There's a lot of Marauders here. Marauders are really good against Stalkers, but not when there's cannons there as well. So he's stimmed up already. So and he's targeting the Raven. So if he moves the Raven back, no, can't do it. But will he get a Stalker? Yeah, you get a Stalker. So that engagement was cost effective, but the problem is his army is now a lot weaker. There's a lot fewer units out left. But he's building out of 2 places now, so that's all right. He should be able to. He's still in it. He's got Cloak on his Banshee as well, so if he can harass the probe line, and all these probes aren't really doing much. But this is the one thing that these players have been doing well. They've been doing a few things well, but one of the things they've been doing well is getting upgrades. So the Protoss is on 1-1 at the moment. Let's have a look. See, yep, 1-1, and the Terran player is on 2-2, and he can get 3-3 as soon as he gets more gas, but he's only mining very little gas. He hasn't taken the rest of his geysers. He hasn't rebuilt his main. That SCV is still caught in that gap there. And the supplies look pretty identical, so it looks like it's anyone's game at the moment. And this is going to be good if he can get rid of this pylon. Then he'll be able to deny all these attacks from coming very quickly, at least, because this is where he's been warping in this entire game. So now the Stalkers are coming in to attack, but Stalkers are they don't have a lot of health, so they're very squishy, basically. So yeah, he's just going to lose them all. He needs Zealots for support, or like some form of something that really tanks a lot of the damage. Like Stalkers are not very powerful. They take twice as much damage. See, since they're armored, they take 24 damage versus Marauder. So yeah, they just die very quickly. So now we're seeing he's got a small army here, and he's got a slightly bigger army here, and he might want to make those come together, or he might just decide to go to the center where he can kill off a few more Stalkers. So he's losing way too many Stalkers now. These Stalkers are not cheap. They're actually very expensive units. So 125 minerals, 50 gas. That's a really costly what's called investment. And if he doesn't utilize those units effectively, then he's just going to lose all his money. So now he's losing all his cannons as well, which is a bit sad. But yeah, he's delaying the attack long enough. So that's what cannons are better for. Oh, he's going to get some probes, and there goes a blink. And the Terran player seems to have stimmed a lot, and that's what's caused him to lose most of his health. And the Stalkers barely win, and now the Zealots come in. If the Zealots had been warped in a few seconds earlier, he could have taken a lot less Stalker casualties. He might have lost a few more Zealots, but Zealots are a lot cheaper than Stalkers. It's better to lose Zealots than Stalkers. And also they take more damage, seeing as they're a light unit, whereas Stalker is an armored unit. So now the Observer spotted this second base here. Well, I guess this is the third base, since this base here is the second, and he's getting more gas now, so he might want to get some upgrades. or he might just want to get some medevacs out because a lot of his army is like very weak. They're he's stimmed a few times, he's engaged in a few battles, so yeah, they're pretty injured. And we see another command center out now, so you might want to expand again. He might want to take one of these bases here if he wants to, or maybe he can just take the gold. That's another good option. If we have a look at the SCV count, it's at 30 to 35, so even though the income is higher, the Protoss has more probes. Although if he had more of them mining, I guess his income would be better. And now he's got more gateways up. He's got a total of 12. He's got 12 gateways. So now he can build a lot of units. The thing is, his money is really low now, so I guess he's doing really well. Like the Terran player, he's got a lot of minerals at the moment, and he can, if he spends that, he should have a really, really big army. And oh, here comes the attack. He's looking to try and stop this expansion from coming up. He's got a Dark Templar in there as well. It'll be hard to spot this Dark Templar amongst all these Zealots and all the Stalkers. And yeah, so he might not notice. But if he scans like, oh no, he's got a Raven. That's all right then. He should detect it anyway. Should be fine as long as the Stalkers don't target fire. Yeah. See, like I said, the Stalkers they don't tank a lot of damage, whereas these Zealots will. Although they're just kind of bouncing around, not really doing much. That looked like it wasn't an A move, it was more of a right-click attack, which means that they were just going to bounce around until they finally found the unit they wanted to attack. But this is the best thing about having 12 gateways. You can build 12 Zealots at once. So he's already got an army that's not, well, you can't really take out this army here, but he can at least do some damage and force it back a bit. So if he can use his Chrono Boost on all his gateways, he might be able to get out another warp in before this army comes in. And he's got some SCVs here, long distance mining. If you got him back to, well, that base is alright, doing alright. Oh, he's built another command center here, so I guess he can mine back into his main base. And yeah, so he's still building units. He's got some Thors out now, so those things are going to be pretty tough. And oh, here comes the battle. All the Zealots have all died. This looks like it might be the Terran's game to win, because there's 2 gateways unpowered now. He's lost 1 as well. His cannon's racking up some kills though, that's kind of good. Oh no, there he goes. That was a hero cannon. And now a probe is getting into the fray as well as 4 Zealots. And yeah, this army is stimmed a lot, so they're all really low on health. Yeah. But yeah, no, there's nothing really to contest it. He's got a base up here still mining, so I guess he can still build. He can still mine, but he's gonna lose his next. He's not careful. He has to warp in some stuff really fast. He has the ability to, but really, he can't warp in Dark Templar because of the Raven, so he's gonna have to decide what he can actually warp in. He actually doesn't have a lot of gas left over, so I think he might want to have to build Dark Templar and warp into Archons, because Archons would be probably better. Oh, and now he's a bit upset. Looks like it was his game to win, and he threw it away. And he's got some probes mining here, but that's not going to do much, and he's going to take an expansion. Behind this, it's always good to take an expansion while you attack. Here comes another stim. These units are really high on drugs. Look at that, all of them are in orange and red. Even the Raven's in yellow somehow. And there it is, GG.